It was over a decade ago that Rob Beckett started doing stand-up comedy and since then has become a household name through appearances on TV shows and podcasts. The comedian, 37, has been on the likes of 8 out of 10 Cats, Rob and Ramesh vs. And All Together Now. He won Taskmaster and narrates reality series Celebs Go Dating. And alongside such TV work, he has a self-titled weekend show on BBC Radio 2 and co-hosts the Parenting Hell podcast alongside fellow comedian Josh Widdicombe, 39. Fans may not be as familiar with his life away from his career, though Rob does mention his family on the podcast. Here's a look at his family life, including at his marriage. Rob has been married to his wife Louise Watts since 2015. They are understood to have been in a relationship for at least a decade, after having met in their early 20s. He once told the Daily Mail, "We met in our early 20s. She became a history teacher and paid all the bills for 3 years when I was earning no money as a comedian." It appears that Louise is no longer a history teacher. A website for her states that she's an ex-history teacher, mother of 2 small children and married to Rob Beckett. Rob has previously spoken about being away from his wife and family whilst filming shows and touring. He suggested in 2021 that his approach has changed since lockdown. He told The Guardian, "Before lockdown, I was working all day on TV shows and doing tour shows in the evening. I was never home and Lou had to do everything." The comedian said it wasn't good for either of them and added that he felt had been providing for his kids. He added, "It can't just be a monetary support thing, though." Rob and Lou have 2 daughters together, who are 7 and 5. The couple, whose family also includes dog Fred, sometimes post about their children on social media. Rob previously told The Guardian that because he worked a lot, his family life used to be dominated by grand gestures when he wasn't working, such as going on holiday. He said, "I've realized that the kids enjoy it just as much if you're hanging around with them and placing more emphasis on being there, rather than working hard to save money for a big Disney thing. They don't care, and just being with them is way more enjoyable for everyone. I'm going to try to work less and have fewer things. I've realized that it's more productive to work less and be there more. It's a learning curve." And last year, Rob opened up about having experienced anxiety after becoming a parent. He said he had been thinking non-stop about everything that could go wrong. He said, "I was not in a good mental state when my kids were first born but am in a better place now. It ticked off all the things I wanted in life, yet I was still miserable." It was reported that he had pushed himself to burn out, working constantly, with it suggested that this approach stemmed from his background. Rob said, "It was the poverty mindset. If you don't come from much, you don't stop working because you think the tap is going to be switched off. On top of that, parenting brings out your insecurities and frailties. Life as a parent is full of kids and responsibilities and school uniforms and play dates. All of a sudden, your head is about to burst. I was thinking non-stop about everything that could go wrong and I needed to stop that." Rob told The Mirror last year that he now has coping strategies which include meditation and quiet time. He said that the latter includes coloring and playing with Lego, and has described being a parent as the best thing he does. He said, "When your daughter snuggles up to you on the sofa to watch telly, that's better than a promotion or the smell of a new car. That's the real stuff, not your status in society." Rob talks about his family on his podcast Parenting Hell. He fronts the project, which launched in lockdown, with pal Josh, and it sees them discuss parenting with guests. Discussing the podcast, Rob previously told BBC News previously about the project, "It's nice to be able to talk about parenting, and have other people appreciate it. And also accept that, I love my kids to pieces and try my best, but sometimes I'm rubbish at it. And that's life. And if you don't accept you're rubbish at it sometimes, you'll never get better." Do you have a story to sell? Get in touch with us at webcelebs@mirror.co.uk or call us direct 0207 29 33 033.